Alright, ladies and gents, we got the base tutorial. It's gonna be called the Cyclone. I call it the Cyclone because there's like three different, there's multiple spots you can put TC. It's a very chunky, beefy base. So I'm gonna show you guys how to build that real quick. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? We got a lot of love. Last video. I appreciate every single one of y'all. Alright, so let's say you guys want to build a starter for the base, for the Cyclone. So this is how you build the starter. So you put wood foundation right there, put something up here, and then you would go 1, 2, boom, something like that. If you want, you can add this as well, but the majority of the focus would be here. You put double sheet metal door there, you cover this up, do triangles, square, and this is where you would put TC. Alright boys, so this is just like the starter for the Cyclone if you just want to, you know, get a easy, simple start in the beginning. So this is something simple you could put here, boom, and then boom. So this is the starter. So this is what you have for a starter. You know, something simple, something easy. Then you could put like what, garage doors what you have in here, but yeah, something simple like this. Nothing too crazy. So this would be like your jump up and everything, and so this would be your starter. Build off of here. Now let's say from this starter you want to expand. Okay, from this starter you can expand by putting this down for another square foundation, adding 2 other triangles circling around. Okay, now for this you would probably want to expand and only expand as much as right here, okay? Because right here is going to be your jump up to the roof, to 2nd floor. So this, you would want to, you know, put something up here. Oh, snap. You would put this up here, but you just only upgrade that to wood. And then you keep that wood right here. You can make this stone. Everything else can, you know, be upgraded, of course. But this one you definitely want to keep as stone right there, or wood up here. So you guys can like break that out, because this is gonna be your jump up right here. And then right here you don't really want to expand from here, because these are gonna be your loot rooms. This is gonna be a loot room, and this is gonna be a loot room. Okay, so this would be the stage 2 of the starter base. Okay, something, you know, not something too hard, not something, you know, that's kind of obvious. Many people go for right here. They would think TC would be there, but TC is actually, you know, over here, of course. So this is how you do if you want to do a starter, and then following it up from here, this is stage 3 of the base. So you want to go put all the walls here. Oh snap. Put all the walls here. Make all the roof. Boom, 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 boom. You know, upgrade all this to stone. These 2 are going to be your loot room here, and you want to make this a window loot room. So just like I said earlier, this you would probably want to have at least the floor of these high qual. These right here, you want to have them high qual, because this is where you're going to put all your crates. Alright, so you put these are your loot rooms, boom, boom, and just for temporarily, or if you guys want, you guys can just keep it to garage door. But me personally, I think, you know, you can always put garage door here, or if you like, you can put the window. But just keep in mind that you gotta upgrade the floors, and something I do recommend is before making your inner peaks to upgrade this whole foundation right here, so you don't really gotta worry about it too much. Right here in the middle is where your furnaces are gonna be, so make sure you put, you know, your 3 furnaces here. 1, 2, and motherfucking 3. This is where your furnaces are gonna be. Alright, and then you want to break this up top. Break this up top. And then you want to place that. Boom. Make it square. And then boom. So something easy, simple. Boom. that's where you break that, and this is where you make the little jump up, okay? And from here, put your door down, and then you would want to make your jump up, which your jump up will always be right next to this. So make sure it's always next to it, so it's like kind of unpredictable, because your TC is going to be somewhere in the bottom right here. So you would make your jump up simple as this. So I usually put so it's never this low. If it is this low, you know, you make another one triangle right there, boom boom, and you just easily jump up here. So boom, something simple, something easy. This is how you make the stage 1 of the base, okay? So this is how you do it if you want to make it from starter to stage 2 to stage 3. This is stage 3. But let's say you want to go automatically stage 3. Simple, right? Alright, so this is how you would like, if you just like to go, instead of just making a starter, just go straight to stage 3. This is how you would do stage 3. So simple. This is how you want your floor. You know, of course, this is where your furnaces are going to be. Put the 3 square foundations. Top it off with the triangle foundations. Boom, you build that. Then you build all the walls coming all around, of course. Alright, and this is the best part if you're just building this base, just to build the base, is because you can decide wherever you want to put your TC. So a smart idea would be check your surroundings. So as I'm looking at my surroundings, the mountain is up there. Let's say that base wasn't there, or let's say that's a raid base. They would probably rock it from there, come down. No one likes to raid from bottom up. So you see, I'm more vulnerable over there. So best bet would be putting TC right here. Something, you know, just a little IQ, you know what I'm saying? Just, being aware of your surroundings. So that's the perk of building it, just like saving up for the raid base. I mean, for your main base. That's just a perk of it. And then right next to it, you always want to, you know, of course, make your little jump up. So we're gonna make the jump up here. Alright, so you put your 3 furnaces there, and then, so you always want your jump up right next to TC, because, you know, of course, you're making your little thing right here. So make your little thing right there, boom, simple as that. Cover this up, boom. And this, the best part about this base is the amount of storage space you can make and the amount of diversity you can. So I'll show you a secret spot where we put our TC, a different way you can put your TC if you don't want it on main floor. So you can make this, you can pretty much make this right here a whole another loot room. So the main core would be like just your loot room pretty much. So you upgrade everything to stage 3. And I like to keep an empty canvas in there because I like to switch up how I do things. So boom, door, boom. Alright. And I like to switch it up. So it's an empty canvas. So pretty much from here, make sure you have this in the bottom. If you don't have the material now, you could always just cover it up now. And then before making the inner peaks, make sure you just do all this to high qual. So boom, we do that, and this is where you can just freestyle. So you can have a loot room facing like this, in here, and then of course over here it's gonna be another loot room. Boom. I'll make this another loot room, and then you could have your loot room facing this way or facing this way. So you could always mess around if you want. You could have both loot rooms right here, back to back. Me personally, I like when my loot room is facing another way, because let's say they go through this wall, they gotta go through another wall, instead of, you know, another window thing like this right here. So this is how I would have the window. I usually like windows because it's another pretty much four rocket to really get in there, unless they get TC access. But this base has outer TC, so that's nothing to really worry about. But yeah, so here's another loot room, and then everything else is just garage doors. And yeah, so this is how you would make the stage 3. So this is how you make a stage 3 freestyle instead of the starter. So starter is a little bit different because you gotta follow a couple, you know, you gotta go through a little walkthrough. But this is if you're just saving the materials and then you're about to put a main base down. This is how you would do it. So boom, we make this right here. This is the whole core right here. Now you're on the second floor. Now second floor is, you know, a little bit more easier. You can put your entrance right side. You can put your entrance left side. I like left side. Just a little, you know, it just feels a little more comfortable. But then of course you put your walls. This is gonna be the jump up. Wall down. Put the wall down right here. Make the roof. Boom, boom. Floor. Boom. Here. This is the layer right here. Now upgrade everything else on the second floor, which is another blank canvas. Boom. So this is another blank canvas you can mess around with. Entrance, of course, you'll have 2 garage doors here. Then you would have, I usually like going like this, and then a little loot room, 4-box loot room right here. But this one I usually do just garage door. So boom, of course, garage. So this is how you make second floor. Alright, and this is third floor, shooting floor pretty much. Inner peaks and shooting floor. This right here is a loot room. Go to outside. Then we got here, drop down here. Make sure for this right here, put a triangle. You can put 2 more boxes up here. And this is the layout so far. So you got TC, loot room, 2 extra boxes, loot room down here, 2 boxes. And this right here is the little secret areas, which I'll show at when we start making the inner peaks, after the inner peaks. So making the inner peaks, you want to know where you put your square foundations. So from this right here, so this right here is where you're gonna follow. So you put a square here, there's a square foundation here, you put a square there, square foundation here, you put a square there, and then you fill in the rest with triangles. So boom. Pausing up here, so you see here we have a square foundation, this square right there, square foundation, square right there, square, and then everything else you just fill in with triangles, and everything just completes itself. So boom, that's how you make the inners. But what I do recommend before making these inners, of course, make sure you upgrade these to at least high qual, because that's going to be very, very, very important building this. Alright, so now you're at inner peaks. You want to at least put the first layer of wall, so every square has a door. Boom. Then everything else, of course, you fill it with wall. So boom, 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 boom. Upgrade everything else. Now usually here is you could put like a research table. You'll be able to still jump up with a research table. It'll be like a tight little jump up, but you can definitely make it with a research table, or if you like, just keep this wooden one. I usually just keep this wooden one, makes everything a little easier. But yeah, you're more than welcome to put a research table there. From here, you just fill in all these doors. Yeah, so this is how you would start it, and then of course, finishing it off, you would build walls all around. But yeah, so this is how it would be. So you would have everything here, and then from here, this is how you start making the inners, okay? So every square right here will have boom, triangle, 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 boom. So this is how it would be. Every square, of course, one of these, and then of course, two of these, boom. Like this, it's like a spider leg, pretty much. So you boom, boom, boom. So every square, put a triangle, and then you make like little claws next to it. So boom, 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 boom. That's how you start from the beginning. Now, this is where, you know, it gets a little bit more fun. We hit it with one of these on the bottom. One of these. One up here. Put a triangle up there. That's how you frame it. You want to do these for all three corners that have these gaps. Like a half wall, and then put it a little bit higher right there. Boom, you have your inner peaks finished. So you have here where, you know, you could of course help counter. If anything, you could put turrets here, which Jose puts turrets there. So yeah, so that's how you make the inner peaks. Finish it off by, you know, building this right here. Because if you want, you can put garage doors there, but I usually don't prefer putting garage doors. Usually need this to start making the jump up to the roof. The best thing about this base is all symmetrical. So it all lines up pretty much satisfyingly. Hit one of these. And hit one more. One of these. Boom. Alright. And then from here, we'll start making the third floor once you have all this done. You don't have to put these now, but you know, it's good to be a little bit prepared. And then from here, we're going to start this third floor. So every square, of course, has a double door frame or garage frame. Finish it off with walls. And boom. So we have... So boom, we have doors. So here is usually I do a wall, and then boom, the garage doors there, and boom. So here, the best thing about this right here, this is the third floor. So we went from, let's just do a little recap. We did stage 3, aka core. Went from core to second floor to inner peaks, and then inner peaks to third floor. So that's usually the way I roll when I'm building this base up. So boom, so this is how it would look on third floor. Of course, you can make this, if anything, you can make this just another loot room, but I usually just prefer doing these locker kits, so you know, when you get raided. Now that we have that done, we're gonna start with the shooting floor and finishing off the inner peaks. So shooting floor has, you see here, this triangle. Once you step out, you will put a square, square, square. Okay, same thing over here, square, 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 and over here as well, square, square, square. Now from here, you would just build right here, this right here, so it's like 4 triangles in the corner, and then over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the same over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, boom. So now you have all the shooting floor done. I've reinforced these because this is like a little layout to your base as well. Makes a lot of stuff easier, especially making the roof. So this is the floor of the shooting floor, the floor plan, and you are ready for inner peaks. Now for inner peaks, easy. So where you put the doors for these originally squared and triangle, you would put doors right in front of this door, so, or garage doors. So right here, right in front of me, door frame. Over here in front of me, door frame. Boom. And now you fill in the rest with just empty walls. So wall, 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 wall. Of course, we'll put a wall here, wall there, and then boom. So you have all the walls placed. Now you have all these frames right here. Boom. So this is how you do it. So you see the entrance here, you put door frame, vice versa, going this way, door frame. So, and then you fill in the rest with walls. Easy, pretty simple. Shooting floor plan, all done. Now you just upgrade all these walls. There you have it. You have your inner peaks walls done. And then of course you just cover the roofs, but how you would do that is pretty simple. So these are the jump ups to go to 3rd floor. Boom, you see, boom, or the roof. So this is how you go to the roof. I'll show you how that is done. So you put in the floors. So you see right here the 2 triangles, put 2 triangles, square, 2 triangles, and then these are going to be another, gaps, because these are going to be the jump ups and where you can put your windmills, put some more loot on top, a little extra storage unit. Alright, so as I stated, this is the little jump up. Make sure you don't put anything covering these, and then you go triangle, triangle, square, triangle, triangle, and vice versa for everything else. You upgrade it, and then boom, you have your inner peaks right here. And then to finish it off, what you would want to do, of course, here you would want to build 2 walls. So build your 2 walls. You would build 2 walls there. So you would build all the walls on both sides, and you would want it going one direction for your entrance. So say I'm gonna put an entrance here. I'm gonna put an entrance here as well, and then right here. So then you would put a wall here, entrance there, wall here, entrance there, wall here, entrance there, just so it looks a little bit more cleaner. Now this should be your finished result after upgrading everything, but we're not done yet. What you're gonna want to do, place a half wall, a triangle, and then triangle, triangle. Upgrade these, and then break these, and then boom, you have an extra 2-box storage room. You can put 2 boxes, boom, you put 2 boxes, put garage door there, or a regular door, and then boom, you do the same thing for all 3 parts right here. So 1, 2, 3, and you do the same for all those, and then I'll be back once I finish that. Boom, so you have the inner peaks all done and solid, and you have part of your roof done as well. Now from here, and then you finish it off with the shooting floor. So of course, put all your things for shooting floor. these. Alright, so how you calculate your door frames, of course, if you don't already know, put your door frame here, and then make sure your door swings like this, so no one can enter here. And now that I know that, so I gotta put one, so every frame, so let's say here, so every gap right here, you would put it on the right gap. So right here, you see how I put the frame on the right gap. You continue this along throughout the whole thing. You upgrade all these. 12. Alright, and then you would just need 12 doors, and boom, you have all 12 doors down. Boom, boom, boom. So we're not finished. Now you gotta finish up on the roof. So, but another benefit is here. So you usually put a garage door here. I don't recommend really putting a sheet metal door here. I recommend putting a garage door once you have your inner peaks done. Put sheet metal door, you know, if your peaks aren't done. But once your inner peaks are done, this is a little tip right here. Boom, open the garage door, jump up here. Boom, boom, then you jump up. And of course, it's like quicker access in your inner peaks, only that you have. Now, from here, you just fill in all these right here, of course. So, you pretty much just follow how you did it building that shooting floor. So, boom, the three squares, 1, 2, 3, 3 squares, 1, 2, 3, 3 squares, and then finish off 1, 2, 3, 4. Same on this side, 1, 2, 3, 4. Same on this side, 1, 2, 3, 4. So boom, and you have your shooting floor pretty much all set and done. Upgrade all these. Alright, so I had to kill myself because, you know, I was pretty much dying from starvation. But boom, you have your shooting floor done. So this is pretty much your shooting floor. Now you finish it off with just the roof. So the roof is pretty simple, set in stone. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hello, 3. Of course, boom. And then here is where you can pretty much freestyle. So I like doing this, but you see right here as it broke. There's a little issue, a little bug in the game, where one of these just breaks, where you can't place it there, which I'll show you now. Let me just upgrade all these. Then you do the same thing here, of course. Hit it with the 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom, 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 boom. And oh, never mind, I fixed it. Okay. So yeah, this is how you build it right here. Boom, and this is how you make your floors. So you put, you know, 4 here, like that, and then you got your 3, of course, on top of the squares. So then 4, 4, and boom, you have your base pretty much complete. So anything from here on, you can just add on. So I'll show you guys a complete base tour, but I'm going to show you guys what you can do here in the middle. You put vending machines here in the middle as well. Put vending machines here like that, or you could do the exploit where you put the vending machine here, you put a wall right here, upgrade it to your sheet metal, and then every time you place your roof, it opens it up. So you could do that exploit as well, or you can hit it with one of these where you can put an armor door here, or if you have a triangle hatch right here, you can add that as well. And then you just go from up here down to check your vending machines. But what I do recommend maybe doing this is just, you know, you could always put a vending machine here, flip it around when you have TC access, or yeah. So what I would do is probably the exploit, which is probably more recommended, but this gives you a lot more space as well. So yeah, and then from here you can add your windmills. So this is how I usually have my layout for my windmills, just in case of heli. Boom, hit one of these, hit one of these, boom. And usually up here you of course put sheet metal. But yeah, so this is how you do it, and then how you get on top from here, and boom. And then you put your windmill up here. Alright, congratulations, you have the Cyclone all finished. So this is how the base looks from a distance, of course. Then you would make your outers, of course, and this is how you would make your outers. 2, 3. Alright, so this is how you make your outer TC pretty much. So you can do this on all 3 entrances. You have 3 different entrances. You do this layout right here, which you connect like that. Of course, you can upgrade it. This is a simple entrance right here. Of course, then you hit it with 2 windows, boom. And then you hit it with boom. 2 entrance like that. Alright. Then one of these. Boom. And then instead of putting windows, you could put windows in here, of course, or you could do the little thing that's blowing up right now, which is the triangle roof. Upgrade that, and then boom, you have a little peak here. So boom, this is how you make your entrance. Something simple, something easy. Do that on all 3 sides, and then you know you'll build your compound off of that. Something easy, something simple. How you would make your external TC from here. Since we're not on flat ground, I'm gonna show you how to do it on like if it was on flat ground. Okay. All right. So when building your outer entrances, these would be connected to a separate TC. So you just disconnect this from main base, but it's big enough to, you know, they would have to, if they did raid it, they would still have to get the outer TCs, get rid of all 3 of them before even wanting to proceed with anything. As you see, I made one right here. So how this would work, you do 1, 2, 3, and then on the 3rd one is where you can actually place a TC. So boom, 2, 3, hit it with stone, boom, and you do a window, and then hit it with one of these, and then from here, you demolish all these. You don't need them anymore, and then you would use these. And of course, upgrade them. So boom, so this is how your entrances would look, all 3 different ones of them. So this is how they would look. Of course, you could put windows in here if you like, would rather prefer. And then you would hit it with the 1, 2, 3 triangle, because usually this is where you can actually put an outer TC. So boom, this would be your outer TC. And then you do that throughout the whole thing. Finish it off with a compound. And then, of course, put your furnaces, everything else in there. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Cyclone. So this is how the Cyclone is, you know what I'm saying, appearing from the outside. It's not fully complete, but this is just the base itself. But here we go. So we enter. We already got 8 rockets raid to get into the inners. From 8 rockets inner, you go to 16 rockets. So this is already automatically a 24 rocket raid. Now, you go around, you can put stuff out here, you put drop boxes here, multiple things. You can use this as a jump up or use a research table as a jump up. And as you can see, there's turrets in every one of these as well. So this is just optional. If you guys wanted to put turrets inside, boom, you have turrets inside. There's something else Raiders gotta worry about. Boom, you go into your entrance. Now entrance, multiple garage doors. Boom, I have a bed here. You can put tier 1, tier 2. You can put a drop box here, fridge, anything of that nature. Now, through 2nd floor, we have a tier 1 over here. And then right here is to go downstairs, of course. Now you have 2 boxes you can use here, spare. You have a fridge, computer station. Boom, you have your garage door here. Boom, tier 2. And then you got your loot room here. Boom, turret right here. Fits right there, perfectly fine. 2 boxes. Boom. Tier 3, another loot room. Boom, here. This is where you would put TC as well. Make sure you also have these armored before anything, okay? Make sure these floors are armored before making your inners, okay? Then boom, turret. Then you can put your TC there. Now, this is where the surprise comes, okay? Now you go back upstairs, close everything. Boom. So now you're here, you have another loot room. Alright, so boom, you had your loot room here. This is to go down to core. Boom, another loot room. Over here, 2 boxes here. And this is where the surprise comes in, okay? So boom, you know, nothing fishy, you just got a carpet there, you know, if someone just first glances at it. Boom, you have a turret up here. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Guess what is behind here? This is TC, so boom. Pick this up, boom, I have a reinforced window already on it. You can put the carpets over top and it'll automatically put it on there. So you can have both carpets on here, and then so here for example, let's take this out. So boom, so you can place a window here, but also access TC. So this is another spot. This is a little cheeky spot. You can put, you know, your TC. You can put a garage door here if you want, or double sheet metal door up here if you want. But I did put this, put carpet behind it, and boom, look at that. Now you have something that's hiding the TC. Pretty cheeky. Yeah, this is a little secret spot. You can do anything in this corner as well. I'll show you a different variant at the end of the video. But boom, boom. Then you have your 2 bunkers here. This is where you put your battery, charge everything. Boom, you have one locker room, another locker room. Boom, now you're in the inner peaks. You got your inner peaks, you go down here to help, go right here, open the door here, boom, you're on your shooting floor. Now look at that, multiple, and that's your shooting floor right there. From shooting floor, you have your jump up here, you go to your roof, and boom, this is your roof. You can put as much as 3 windmills. Here in the middle, you can put another one if you like. And here's your shooting, your roof. Boom, boom, boom. Then you have your 2 vending machines here for extra space. Of course, you have an armored door protecting it. Put your good loot in here, represent your name, whatever. And for extra bonus, you could also put a turret up there. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is pretty much the Cyclone. Of course, you also have your boxes here on each one of these, so you have extra storage space. And that's pretty much the base right there. Nothing more, nothing less. Nothing too crazy. As you can see, upkeep on the right side. There's a couple wood, don't mind the wood. 6,000 stone, if anything you could upgrade that. You got 6,000 metal, and then 248 high coal. Now for the stone, you could easily upgrade all this. This isn't what it usually is. It's usually about 10k metal. Oh, what the heck happened here? So yeah, so if anything, you could always put sheet metal all this right here, sheet metal everything, and then you can usually get a good I say a good 10k to 11k metal on upkeep. But this is upkeep for how it is now. Fully, it would usually be about 12k metal. And yeah, so this we're sheet metaling all this inside here, this whole shooting floor. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I think I'm about to getting rated, but yeah, so that's how much it would be. And that's pretty much the whole base. I got a lot of love last video, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Not very good on tutorials, but this is requested because of just how pretty decently good, the base is. So yeah, this is the base. This is the finale. This is how it looks from distance. This is a guaranteed 30, about 30 some rockets. And of course you have the, this is how I make the entrances, of course. And you also have the secret TC spot. So use this base to your own advantage. Honestly, cook it up how you like to. You don't have to follow step by step. You can use foundation, pretty much the Cyclone. You got 3 different areas. You can build it however you want. You could always switch it up. You could always improve something. If I didn't improve anything, show me something new. I like to see everybody use this base. If y'all can tag me on TikTok, that would be fire. I want to see you guys' bases. Show me your base design. Show me if you guys use the base, and all of that. I appreciate all the support and love, and I'll see you guys on our next white video, which is pretty insane right now. So just keep a heads up for that. Until next time.
I'm in the back of your house getting time for me on nanny. Money older than a grand. Walking in slow motion everywhere that I go, cause it's a foe and a fan. Yeah, AP skeleton on the way, 2-tone wrist dancing. Yeah, fuck it, then I take it out to Mickey D's. No time for romance.